Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. A very interesting, coincidence, and this happened before. I will share it with you. If you remember, I made this video yesterday, and if you don't, you should look into it. So this is the video I made yesterday, and I said U.S. Banana Republic, question mark. Court disqualifies Trump from 2024 ballot. He cannot hold office. Committed insurrection. And this is, if I go down here, if these guys allow me, I will show you where is it. The date, yesterday, December 19, So this is the video I made yesterday. And I realized when I got into Sputnik today that 5 hours ago they had this kind of article ready for us. Right there. Sputnik. Banana Republic nonsense. GOP bashes Colorado court ruling to boot Trump off ballot. Yes, the Republicans got together, or at least they were on the same page. Even Christie, even Haley, obviously Vivek Ramaswamy, and DeSantis, and not only, they were all bashing and criticizing the ruling not allowing Trump to be on the ballot in the primaries in Colorado. Now, you can say, well, it's not a big deal. Yeah, but it's a precedent. When you have a precedent, it's like a crack. A crack will get bigger and bigger. For instance, you have a dam holding water, you got a crack, that's definitely going to get bigger, and a dam will collapse. The same with a roof. You have a leak somewhere, that leak, I guarantee, is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So we have here yesterday, last night I saw a video posted on Twitter, X, by Vivek Ramaswamy, and I will show you, he vowed to not be on the ballot in Colorado if it's not overturned, the ruling is not overturned, or something like this. And he urged the other candidates to do the same thing, so basically to avoid Colorado overall. And you would be surprised, or maybe not, they all said that they don't like the ruling. I haven't heard anything yet to indicate that the other ones vowed to do the same thing. So let me show you that little video. So here is the video.
They have just tried to bar President Trump from the Colorado ballot using an unconstitutional maneuver that is a bastardization of the 14th Amendment to our U.S. Constitution. This was a provision, Section 3, that was designed to bar Confederate members, people who switched to the Confederacy, from actually being able to serve. That's very different than what's at issue here, to say the least. This is a hollowed out husk of what the country was built on. The basic principle that we, the people, select our leadership, not the unelected elite class in the back of palace halls. That's old world Europe, not the United States. That's why I'm making a pledge today that I will withdraw, I pledge to withdraw from the Colorado GOP primary ballot unless and until Trump's name is restored. And I demand that Ron DeSantis and Chris Christie and Nikki Haley do the same thing, or else these Republicans are simply complicit in this unconstitutional attack on the way we conduct our constitutional republic. I refuse to be complicit in that. I think what they're doing is wrong, and I think it's up to Republicans to step up and stand up with a spine for our country's future. That's really what's at stake, whether we, the people, actually have a say in deciding who leads this country. Yes, it would be easier for other Republicans like me who are running in this race to say, hey, if Trump is sidelined, there's our opportunity. No doubt other candidates are probably privately celebrating with their corporate sponsors. That's not the right thing to do. I think the most useful thing that every GOP candidate can do right now is to join me in that pledge. I'll say that I will withdraw from that Colorado GOP primary ballot until Trump's name is restored. This belongs to the people, not to the unelected Democratic cabal of judges in Colorado or any other state. And I demand that Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley and Chris Christie do the same thing, or else they're complicit in what this security state is trying to do to shut down Trump. I stand by that, and I expect them to do the right thing.
Well, I like that. I like that because he is unambiguous. Is unambiguous. He points the finger at those guys. I'm going to do this. I demand that you do that. You corporate sponsors and all that, you celebrate, but it's not the right thing. No, I don't know if it's the right thing or the wrong thing. I don't like when the courts bar things like this. If he committed the crime, prove it in court, and then you move to deliver punishment. Now you might say, well, that's exactly what happened, Emil. He was charged with insurrection, convicted, whatever. Well, let the courts work their way. Maybe you're going to imprison the guy, but to bar him from being elected, allowing us to vote for him, I don't think so. I don't think that's right. I shouldn't allow the court to determine that for us. Because if he's a criminal, obviously the common sense people would not vote for him, would they? Unless they sense that the system actually is doing something that is way more criminal than what the guy did, and therefore you see this as a victim. Trump is a victim here. All right, let me show you what the Republicans said about it. And I choose this Politico article and says GOP rallies around Trump after Colorado ballot ruling. It's not around Trump. I think it's around a system that works in a certain way that could affect anybody else, not only Trump. Trump is the first one here, but next time could be, I don't know, a Democratic candidate. A Democratic candidate could be someone else. Even what's his name? Robert F. Kennedy Jr. said this is not democracy here, but I'm going to get to that article as well. So his Republican primary rivals say they want to beat him, but not this way. Love is, hey Jude, let me show you this. Love, hey baby doll, I brought you champagne. Okay, and some chocolate. Republicans rallied around Donald Trump on Tuesday after the Colorado Supreme Court. You see, they make it around Trump, not around the ruling. Ruled that the former president was ineligible for re-election because he stoked an insurrection on January 6, 2021. I disagree with that personally, with that characterization and the insurrection, because you read what an insurrection is, look in the world history how insurrections are. If that matches, then I don't know what to say. I know what to say. Now, Republican National Committee Chair Ronna McDaniel blasted the ruling as, and I'm quoting, election interference in a post on X, writing that the party's legal team looks forward to helping fight for a victory. Okay, and I'm quoting, like the rest of the unprecedented, constant and illegal election interference against President Trump, this will backfire and further strengthen President Trump's winning campaign to save America, end quote. House Republican Conference Chair Representative Elise Stefanik said in a statement, "You, Stefanik, I saw how you went after the colleges in the United States of America regarding a certain issue, so you are garbage." As I said, you want to see how intellectually honest a person is? Ask them about the Middle East conflict, and after that you make a decision if that person could have intellectual honesty or not. She doesn't have it. I don't know what's wrong with her, what she has in the past. These guys grabbed her by the pussy, but no. Now, House Speaker Mike Johnson, who I'm not certain what side should I put him on what position. He's very slippery so far. Also threw his weight behind the former president and rejected the ruling, calling it nothing but a thinly veiled partisan attack, end quote. Now, he said Trump's primary competitors joined the fray, including former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, who has stacked his campaign on positioning himself as a foil to Trump. Christie, answering a question at a town hall in Bedford, New Hampshire, said the ruling was, and I'm quoting, probably premature, because Trump hasn't been tried for inciting insurrection. So that tells you how the system works. So they banned him or something, but it's probably immature. Yeah, immature and premature. He hasn't been tried for inciting insurrection. And I'm quoting, "I do not believe Donald Trump should be prevented from being president of the United States by any court. I think he should be prevented from being president of the United States by the voters of this country," Christie said. Perfect, beautiful. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, yeah, okay, echoed Christie's remarks, and I'm quoting, "We don't need to have judges making these decisions. We need voters to make these decisions," end quote, she said in Iowa, in Des Moines, according to the Des Moines Register. Now, one thing is what you say, the other thing is what you do. Always remember. She added at a campaign event, and I'm quoting, "We're going to win this the right way," end quote. Vivek Ramaswamy pledged to withdraw his name from the Colorado primary ballot and encouraged his opponents to do the same. We already know what that was. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, another Trump's primary rivals, one of, also attacked what he saw a judicial overreach, and I'm quoting, "The left invokes democracy to justify its use of power, even if it means abusing judicial power to remove a candidate from the ballot based on spurious legal grounds. Scouts should reverse," he wrote on a post on X. If someone is guilty of something, he should pay. The problem is these guys taught us that it doesn't work for certain people. So when justice is not blind, you ask, why should I be punished for this when, let's say, Bill Clinton, was not punished, let's say, for that, or Hillary Clinton, or the guy, what's his name, Brennan in Congress, in the front of the, that commission, committed possibly perjury and so on, so lied under oath. So many others that you can use and say, what about those guys? Why weren't they? Why they tell me Epstein hung himself? Well, I worked in the system, and not at that level, high security, and I can tell you a very low security, and how things are organized, where the system was structured. You couldn't commit that. You couldn't. If someone was on suicide watch, you do rounds every 5 minutes. In that low-ranking institution that I worked, I didn't work in a federal high security penitentiary or a prison or jail. No, I didn't work. But just where I worked, 5 minutes. Why? Because you want to make sure 5 minutes you have to visually see the guy. Okay, so you tell me these guys had the guards sleeping, no cameras working. Do you think it's two people in the whole wing, the fellow asleep? This is garbage. Anyway, and remember, when you are on suicide watch, there are precautionary measures taken. You don't have certain things in your little cell. You can with a paper, how about you call it, a cover or blanket. Anyway, there's many more. Where is the list of Epstein? So many things. Where's the list? Why is it not out there for us, all of us? If you really want to disperse any doubts and show that's justice for all and so on. Garbage, my friends. Let me show you what Robert F. Kennedy Jr. said as well. So here it is. This comes from Sputnik again, and this is what he says. "That's not a real democracy," end quote. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says, "Voters should choose Trump's fate, not courts." Now, why is it necessary? Why is it necessary for only these guys to show up and say it? Remember, RFK is not a Republican; he's an independent. Why? Because the Democrats kicked him in the balls, and as I said, he's unelectable from their perspective. So, where are any Democrats coming? Regardless if you're a Democrat, where are they saying exactly what this guy said? Shouldn't be the courts determining, but should be the people. And again, I'm going to make my point. If we are to be fair, then I want to see fair courts regarding other individuals on this planet, including Biden, his son, and others. Now, not that I care about his son, he's screwed up. But remember, that guy is paid security from our money, from our taxes. I think it's $15,000 a month for his security. I can't remember the term right now. So, why is that? And Ukraine, this garbage was going on in Ukraine, that should be investigated. To this sudden love for Ukraine and Zelensky's time, that's a crime. It's a crime not because it is the love. It can't be such a love just because we love democracy so much. Look how democracy works here. This is a banana republic, as I said, and the guys from Sputnik said it, 12 hours after I did. Because I think the term starts to fit more and more this great country. and we can't let it go that way. We can't let it slide in that slime. We have to grab it and bring it back and take it higher, because it's always room for improvement. And we can't let it like this. We can't let this infantile, how would I call it, child brains in adult bodies dictate with different snips and all that, dictate how the great America is going to be. We can't allow this kind of perverted view of our civilization. We can't have it perverted. We can't. We have to intellectually work against this slime, sleazy direction. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.